Smooth cat.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious.
I feel I'm the best ever. I broke everybody's record. Tell me who record I haven't broke.
Colossal Boxing Talk.
What's good, YouTube? This is Smooth Cat with Colossal Boxing Talk, as you guys know already. And today is the third installment of my show, The Forgotten Fighters. And today, as a Forgotten Fighter, I choose Vernon the Iceman Paris. As we know, Vernon Paris, he's from Detroit, Michigan. He's an orthodox fighter, fights at 140 pounds. He also has a record of 28 wins, 2 defeats, one of the defeats by knockout, and 16 of his wins by knockout. Okay, with that being said, we know Vernon Paris he's the type of guy. He's a very fan friendly type of fighter. He's aggressive. He likes to come with it. He can box too, but what I noticed is I believe he got rushed into his biggest marquee fight of his career, the Zab Judah fight. I believe he was rushed into that fight because, I mean, during the fight and the lead up to the fight, he was very dismissive of Zab Judah, saying how Judah was over and done with. Judah didn't have anything for him and things like that. But when they got in the ring, Judah presented a style that he hadn't. Vernon Paris was nowhere near. He wasn't familiar with at all, and Zab Judah beat him soundly. He won every round, and then eventually ended up stopping him late. After that fight, he had a rebound fight against a guy named Guy Packer. Like you said, it was just a rebound fight. A guy with 4 wins and 38 losses. So he was able to rebound. Then he stepped it up a little and fought Manuel Perez and won a unanimous decision in that fight. And those 2 fights came from 2013. This year, currently, he was actually just back in July, I believe. Yes, in July 25th, he had a fight against Frankie Gomez where he was soundly beaten. Honestly, I didn't give him a round in that fight at all. I feel Frankie Gomez won every round, and Frankie Gomez even knocked him down in the 4th round. But what I will say about Paris, he continued to fight. He didn't give in or quit when the going got tough. He continued to fight, and that's something I respect about him because he's the type of fighter. He's always going to bring it. He's never going to just give in and he's gonna come to fight. That's just who he is. Me, honestly, what I would like to see from him, I believe, like I say, I believe he's still relatively young, so he has plenty of time to do some things. He just has to he has to like figure out what's more important to him. Is his boxing career more important, or is hanging out with his boys, smoking, getting drunk, and things of that sort? I mean, like I said, I don't mean, I'm not dissing him by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying it, just being honest. He has to decipher what is more important. But thus far in his career, his biggest win is the win against Tim Coleman, who was also an unbeaten fighter at that time. Both of them were unbeaten. And they had a fight back in 2011, August 5th, if I'm correct. August 5th, 2011, they had a fight. And in that fight, Vernon Paris, he got knocked down in the 2nd round, got up. He knocked Coleman down twice, and then ended up finishing him off in the 7th round. But that fight, when you saw that fight, it's like you saw a lot of potential in Vernon Paris because the way he attacked Tim Coleman's body. Oh man, he put a brutal beating on Tim Coleman's body, and he also he wouldn't let Coleman off the hook. He kept coming. I mean, they were exchanging shots. That was one of the best fights of that year. It didn't win fight of the year, but it was definitely one of the best fights of the year. But overall, what I'm looking for with Vernon Paris in 2015, first, after the Gomez fight, I'll say I think he needs to take a soft touch early on, like say maybe January, February, take a soft touch fight. After that, his next fight after the soft touch, me honestly, I would love to see him fight Kareem Mayfield because both of these guys they're kind of like they're at a similar point in their careers, and for some reason people believe losses makes you irrelevant, which a loss doesn't make you irrelevant, but in today's game it does set you back. So with that being said, like I say, I would love to see Kareem Mayfield versus Vernon Paris, and like I say, it's definitely a fight that I'm interested in. After that, if he can come out successful from that fight, from then I would like to see Vernon Paris. Honestly, hey, I would like if like I say, if he beats Mayfield, I would like to see him potentially get Zab Judah if possible, because that's the fight where that's his first loss, and that's a fight I think he needs to take that fight again, but he needs to be mentally, physically, and emotionally into that fight, because the first go around he was overlooking Zab Judah. So if he gets that opportunity again, I would like to see him get another crack at Zab Judah, even though Zab Judah did beat him handily. But let's see if he's grown and developed himself since the first go around. Also, but like I say, he's definitely a forgotten fighter, because even though he fought and lost to Frankie Gomez, a few people were telling me, "Oh, I forgot all about him. I remember when this happened and that happened. I was so behind him." But the thing is this: true enough, like I say, losses nowadays, you have a lot of bandwagon fans. So if you lose, oh, I'm not a fan of his anymore, and you just leave. Me, like I say, I'm still a fan of Vernon Paris, and I still think he can do some things. I just think he needs to rededicate himself to the sport of boxing, and I also think he needs to change the people around him. But overall, like I say, I'm hoping he has a good 2015, and he can possibly get back in the limelight of boxing. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Remember, yet again, this is the Forgotten Fighters third segment, third installment, and hopefully you guys hit the like button, leave comments in the comment section discussing anything about Vernon Paris. I mean, if you think he still has it, I mean, whatever you want to talk about in the comment section, just leave it there, and I'll be here to talk with you. Also, keep showing us the support you guys are doing. We at 347 subscribers. Hey, we want to thank every last one of you for deciding to stick it out and and stay in Colossal Boxing Talk corner. We definitely appreciate every last one of you. And Smooth Cat out.